Hello, little ones, and welcome to another story time with Aunt Ellen. Today's story is Strega Nona Meets Her Match by Tomie de Paola. Let's see what happens. Nothing much happened in the little town in Calabria where Strega Nona lived. At least, nothing had happened since Big Anthony had left Strega Nona's magic pasta pot alone. Bambolona, the baker's daughter, was learning how to become a Strega too. She listened to everything Strega Nona told her. Not like Big Anthony, who never listened to anyone. Bambolona kept everything running smoothly, so life was peaceful in Strega Nona's little house on the hill. Then one day, a letter arrived for Strega Nona. It was from Strega Amelia, who lived on the other side of the mountain. Cara Strega Nona, the letter read. Dear Strega Nona, I would like to pay you a visit. Would next week be convenient? Please let me know. Amore e baci. Love and kisses, Strega Amelia. So Strega Nona sat right down and wrote a letter telling Strega Amelia to come as soon as possible. Big Anthony and Bambolona helped Strega Nona to get the house ready. They swept and polished and shook out the sheets. I have so few visitors to stay, my children, Strega Nona told them. It will be wonderful to have company, and Big Anthony, please try to behave and pay attention when Strega Amelia is here. Ah, si, Strega Nona, Big Anthony answered. I'll be so good you won't recognize me. I'll believe that when I see it, Bambolona whispered to Strega Nona. Shh, now be nice, Bambolona, Strega Nona whispered back. Ciao, cara, Strega Amelia called as she reached the top of the hill. Ah, my dear friend. Avanti, avanti. Come in, come in. The two Streghe sat right down, put their heads together, and talked and laughed and gossiped until Bambolona came and stood in the doorway. Ah, now, dear Amelia, Strega Nona said, Bambolona has made a wonderful supper for us. Mangia, eat. Big Anthony being a creeper. Looks like chicken tendies. The next morning, Strega Nona was busy helping the townspeople who came to her to cure their headaches, to find husbands, and to get rid of warts. We know this. She's good at her job. Strega Amelia watched. Goodness, she said to Big Anthony. Strega Nona has un buon numero di clienti, a great many customers. Is it always this way? Oh, si, Big Anthony answered. Sometimes it's even busier than this. Per l'amor di Dio! For goodness sake, Strega Amelia exclaimed. I see she still uses the old-fashioned ways, too. I'll have to think about this. Uh-oh. What is Strega Amelia cooking up in that head of hers? I have to see. The next day, Strega Amelia went home. Arrivederci, Strega Nonna. Goodbye, Bambolona. Goodbye, Big Anthony, Strega Amelia called as she went down the hill. Adios, Strega Amelia. Farewell, the three called back. As she went down the hill, there she goes. Ciao. A week later, when Big Anthony was feeding the goat, he looked out over the hillside and saw several carts coming that way into town. Bambolona, he called. Come and look. Why, it looks like... It is, Bambolona said. It's Strega Amelia. What is she up to? Let's ask Strega Nona, Big Anthony said. No, let's go down and find out, Bombolona said, and they crept down the hill to see for themselves. They were back in no time. Strega Nona! Strega Nona! Bombolona and Big Anthony called, all out of breath. What is it, my children? You'll never guess. Read this. Bombolona handed Strega Nona a handbill. Let's see what it says. Oh, opening tomorrow. Strega Amelia's helpful services. Husbands found for young ladies. Headaches cured. Warts removed. Other remedies. Latest scientific equipment. Free sweets and coffee with every visit. Ooh, Strega Amelia's got game. Well, Strega Nona said, I don't think there's anything to worry about. We'll see if that's true. But Strega Nona was wrong. One by one, the townspeople started to go to Strega Amelia. Everyone got dolce, sweets, and cappuccino for paying a visit. And indeed, she did have the latest scientific equipment. All kinds of strange-looking machines that did strange kinds of things. The lines of people grew longer and longer. Strega Nona had met her match. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Finally, one morning, not a single person came to Strega Nona's house, and it was that way for days and days. Poor Strega Nona. After 3 weeks, Strega Nona called in Bombolona and Big Anthony. My children, I must talk with you. Mia borsa, my purse is empty. I won't be able to pay you any more. I'm afraid there is no work here. You must go down to the town and see what you can find. And Strega Nona went back into her little house. Oh, they look so sad. Let's see what happens next. The next morning, Bombolona was there as usual. My papa can use some help in the bakery, Strega Nona, so I'll be all right. And I'll be able to come by a few days a week to help you too. Ah, my sweet Bombolona, you are so good, Strega Nona told her. But what about the Big Anthony? Here he comes now, said Bombolona. Oh, Strega Nona, Bombolona, you'll never guess. I have a new job. Big Anthony shouted out, all smiles. You don't have to sound so happy about it, Bombolona scowled. Now, Strega Nona said. Tell us, Big Anthony, what is it? I'm going to work for Strega Amelia, Big Anthony exclaimed. You're what? Bombolona screamed. Stop, yelled Big Anthony. Yes, Bombolona, stop, Strega Nona said. I think that is wonderful, Big Anthony. When do you start? Ooh, Bombolona is not happy about Big Anthony going to work for Strega Amelia. Let's see what happens. Oh, today, Strega Nona, I have to run there right now. Wish me luck, Big Anthony said as he turned and ran down the hill. Buona fortuna, good luck, Strega Nona called after him. Oh, how could he? The big ungrateful traitor, Bombolona fumed. So now Big Anthony has gone to work for Strega Amelia. Let's see if this is a good idea. Oh, Big Anthony, you're such a help to me, Strega Amelia exclaimed, as Big Anthony followed her around doing exactly as he was told. So Big Anthony polished the husband and wife machine. He filled up the wart cream jars. He stirred the hair restorer in the big pot on top of the stove. Oh, he's getting a lot of work done. Well, Big Anthony, business is booming, Strega Amelia said one morning. I had a feeling that people would like the modern ways, especially my headache machine. And now that you have been here a few weeks, I'm going to leave you in charge for a few days. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm going to leave you in charge for a few days while I go over the mountain to get the rest of my equipment. Now sit down and listen carefully while I explain how to run everything. I don't know, guys. I don't know that it's a good idea to leave Big Anthony in charge. But we'll see. Vediamo. We will see. So Big Anthony smiled. He was finally in charge. He's the man. So far. Oh, the first day he ran the husband and wife machine backwards. Okay, there's the two. First step. Second step. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, I think the arrow was supposed to be on the heart, and it's on the X sign for no deal. Yikes. Ooh. The second day, he confused the wart cream with the hair restorer. Looks like this guy needs hair cream. And this guy needs wart cream. Got the wart on his nose. I'm gonna put a little cream on his head. Put some cream on his wart. And then, oh no! The bald guy got warts on his head instead of hair. Ah! And the guy with the wart, instead of taking his wart away, it put hair on top of it. That's just extra. So, not so great, Big Anthony. Not so great. Let's see what happens next. Ooh! Things weren't going too well. On the third day, the mayor arrived. Buongiorno, Signor Mayor, Big Anthony said. What can I do for you? Oh, Big Anthony, the mayor groaned. I have a terrible, terrible headache. Strega Amelia's machine is a wonder. Please strap me in. Okay, let's see how this goes. So Big Anthony settled the mayor in the headache machine and picked up the diagram that showed how to work it. He looked at the diagram. It was very complicated. And it was also upside down. Yikes. Okay. So he flips the switch, following his upside down directions. Oh no. Moving the levers. What's happening? Oh my gosh. Turning the crank and yikes. Explosion. It is not getting rid of the headache. Fail. The next morning, all the townspeople were back at Strega Nona's, and the mayor was the first in line. Yikes. That's terrible. Bambolona, Strega Nona said. Run down and get Big Anthony. We need him. When the carts came over the mountain with Strega Amelia in front, the townspeople were waiting at the town gate. They're all at the gate. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm sorry, the mayor told Strega Amelia, but we all agree that we prefer the old ways. Our own Strega Nona is enough for us. We hope you have no hard feelings, he said. Way to go, Mayor. Arrivederci, Strega Amelia, Strega Nona said. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you. Oh, arrivederci, Strega Nona, Strega Amelia said. I must admit, I am surprised. Everything was going so well. And as for your Big Anthony, I know you've had trouble with him, but I must tell you I could not have done it without him. He was such a big help. He certainly was, Strega Nona said with a smile. Big Anthony still doesn't really know what's going on. The gang is all back together again. And that, my friends, is the end for today. So Strega Nona meets her match. So have a good night, everybody. See everybody soon. Love you.